In evaluating the efficacy of a drug, the influence of this medicinal transactional phenomenon must be compensated for. Doctors Cast and Loesch attempted to do this by manipulating the medical environment. In their study, the physician first assumed a positive and then a negative attitude toward the patient, meanwhile observing the patient's response to the drug. 20 patients suffering primarily from an anxiety syndrome with gastrointestinal somatization were studied. Milpath, a tranquilizer-anticholinergic combination, was the drug used. The study was divided into 3 phases according to the doctor-patient relationship established. We quote, "The first phase consisted of administering the drug with a protective and friendly demeanor, carefully observing the patient's changes and his expression of anxiety, taking into consideration various life situations. The second phase consisted of the administration of a placebo without a change in our solicitous attitude. The patient was observed in the same manner. The third phase consisted of administering the active medication in a physically different form with a radical change of attitude, an impersonal, abrupt behavior, and a negative approach to the value of the drug." End quote. The results of this experiment were as follows. In phase 1, when the active medication was administered with a positive attitude, improvement occurred in 90% of patients. In phase 2, when a placebo was administered with the same positive attitude, improvement occurred in only 30% of patients. In phase 3, when the active medication was again administered, but in a different form and with a negative attitude, improvement dropped from 90 to 70%. From the results obtained in this study, it was concluded that 1. A drug is made more effective by a positive attitude on the part of the physician. 2. A drug is made less effective by a negative attitude on the part of the physician. 3. An inactive agent, placebo, can be used effectively to improve the relationship between physician and patient. But even with a positive attitude on the part of the physician, the inactive agent was found to be less effective than the active agent. 4. Milpath was measurably effective under both positive and negative doctor-patient relationships. Milpath is a combination of the tranquilizer meprobamate and the anticholinergic tridihexethyl chloride. It's available as Milpath 400, yellow scored tablets of 400 milligrams meprobamate and 25 milligrams tridihexethyl chloride, bottle of 50. The dosage, 1 tablet TID at mealtime and 2 at bedtime. And as Milpath 200, yellow coated tablets of 200 milligrams meprobamate and 25 milligrams tridihexethyl chloride, bottle of 50. The dosage, 1 or 2 tablets TID at mealtime and 2 at bedtime. Milpath is indicated in a wide range of GI disorders, including duodenal and peptic ulcer, colitis, spastic and irritable colon, gastritis, gastric hypermotility, esophageal spasm, intestinal colic, functional diarrhea, and GI symptoms of anxiety states. Thank you, Doctor, for listening.